So let's go to our search view controller and our search button pressed. What we want to do first, we want to make sure that our user has actually typed something in our search text field. Even though our button is not active when there is nothing typed in our search area, we just want to make double check here and say if search text field dot text is not equals to empty string. So if it's not equals to empty string, we're going to search. Then I want to empty my text field. And also I want to animate my search options in so that whenever our user searches for something and clicks on search, we will empty this. We will close the search area so we have our full table view to display all the results. This is the part we'll hide our table view. We'll hide the search area. And also we want to dismiss the keyboard. So let's, these functions are already there. Let's write the function that is going to do the searching. So I'm going to put a mark here and call this search database. So private func search in firebase. Even though the search happens in Algolia first, then in firebase, we're going to call this search in firebase. And we're going to search for name. And this is going to be a string. So we're going to use this function here. And we say search in firebase. And for name here, we are going to grab our text field dot text. So whatever our user has inputted in our search text field, it will be the same thing to search for. And moving back to our search in firebase function, what we want to do is first to show loading indicator so our user knows that something is going on. And then we want to use our new function called search Algolia, and search string is going to be our for name here, and completion will be our item IDs, which we are going to return from our Algolia search. And once we have these item IDs from Algolia, we can use our download items function with IDs, and we can pass, see this accepts an array of IDs. We can pass this array of IDs here, which will in its turn go and let's call this all items. We'll go and grab everything from Firebase that has the specific IDs. So we are doing like two searches here, first Algolia and then our Firebase. And once we receive our Firebase results, we say self.search results, which are item array. We want to refresh our table view and show everything to our user. Since search results array of items is the source of our table view, we are going to set all items. The value will be equal to all items which is received from Firebase. Then we want to tell our table view to reload itself so it can present all the new information we put it in the data source. And then we want to say self.hide loading indicator because our search has been completed and we don't want to show the loading anymore. Let's run our application. Right now I have only one item in our Firestore. Let me just create another one or two so we can work on it. Let's go to car. We're title exhaust. Price 50. Let's put like 3-inch sport exhaust system. Okay, and let me just choose another photo here. I choose the leaf and create this. Okay, so we have two items. One is a bike in our hobbies, and the other one is a exhaust system in our automobile and motorcycles. So let's go to our search and try to search for exhaust. I'm going to write half of it. Let's search, and it brings exhaust, even though I wrote half of the text and it starts capital here. It got the result and retrieve it. Let's search for sport keyword. Search, and the result was same. Actually, let me just search for bike, and so we have our bike here. And now I'm going to search for sport, and you will see that our result is going to be, even though it's just a word inside our description, our search is working perfectly. So first we go to Algolia, grab the matched keyword, and then we use the item ID and grab the item from our firebase. So if I click on this, remember the code we wrote, it takes us to the item here, detailed, and yeah, that's it. Like if, for example, we have multiple matches, let's just write something. Let's write what? Sport car. Price 5,000. And description, I'm going to give it empty and no picture here. So we have now sport car. So technically, if I search for sport, we should grab both of the items. So let's go to our search here. Now let me just check if our Algolia has the new item. Okay, for some reason the sport, the new item wasn't created in our Algolia. So let's see what's the reason. I'm going to go to my add item view controller. Oh, I see. Because for this item, remember, I didn't add a picture. And here we are checking, we are saving it into Algolia only when the item picture count is greater than 0. But we are not doing the same when we don't have any picture. So this was an error, and luckily we found it on time. So I'm going to, in my else statement, save it to Algolia as well. And now let's just go to our Firestore here. I'm going to find this, the sport car, and I'm going to delete this because this is not in synchronization with our Algolia. So let's run our application again. Okay, let's go to the car. We have an exhaust here. I'm going to title sport car. Let's put 4,000 this time. Description. And without a picture. So save this. We go back to our search and let's search for sport. And okay, doesn't look good. So let's just refresh our Algolia. Now we have it here. After looking some deeper into our problem, I found the solution. Basically what we did, is we have, for example, if I just search for car, it doesn't return any results. And the reason for this is that because we have only, let me find this, name sport car. So the car is only available in the name area, and there is no description with some car in it. And our problem is that under our configuration, we added that the searchable attributes should be only the description. We forgot to add the name here. So I'm going to put the name here as well and save this. And now if I search for a car, it will bring both options. So the car exhaust system, which I created just to test it, and a sports car. So if I put exhaust now and search, I should get an exhaust and car exhaust system. So we get all our values. So make sure that whenever you are putting the searchable attributes, whatever you want to be searched in, you have to put them as an attribute here. So even if you want to search in object ID, you can put it here as well, or image link, which is useless to search. You can search for price if you want to. Let's say something is equals or whatever is close to the number, but this is not really useful for our application. So the description and name, once they are here, you can search all of them in the same place.